The 2024-25 version of Raphinha is a beast. He's showing that right now he's the best winger in the world. And that's saying a lot when you consider that this guy exists too. Ousmane Dembele.
Pour aller en quart de finale de la Coupe de France, les Parisiens enchaînent dans une belle semaine.
The Frenchman has been moving differently this season, particularly since the turn of the year. He is in the kind of form we haven't seen before. Straight up the best winger in League One, and has currently scored 30 goals this season, with only Mohamed Salah and Robert Lewandowski having scored more goals in this season so far. But when it comes down to it, Raphinha is the better winger. Why? It's because of one thing: his mentality. This season, Raphinha isn't just playing for Barcelona, he's becoming a leader in the team too. From getting stuck in and sticking up for his teammates, Raphinha is backing up the goal contributions with leadership qualities, and that's saying a lot too. The mentality is one thing, but the other one, the one that's got people talking, is the performances on the pitch. And so far, he's been a class above Dembele. You see, for a while, fans have consistently compared these two, but this season, Raphinha rose above the comparison, and it all began with a tactical tweak that changed how Raphinha plays. No doubt, both players have been amazing goal-scoring wingers this season. Raphinha stands at 27 goals across all competitions, Dembele 30, but the thing is, the kind of goals Raphinha is scoring and the opponents he's scored them against are on a different level. But before we go on, please support the channel by hitting that subscribe button and giving us a like too if you love Raphinha. Now, back to the video. When Barcelona took on Bayern Munich in the second match of the Champions League, for example, the world expected a similar outcome. Every time they've met since 2015, Bayern had always thumped them. But this time, Barcelona had something different up their sleeve: the X Factor, Raphinha. The Brazilian didn't waste any time in making the difference for Barcelona. First, his excellent positioning and his perfect first-time control to protect that ball and set the pace. Then his lightning speed to get clear of Bayern players, saving him enough time to still go round the goalie. And of course, the finish to put Barca in front in less than a minute of game time. Just to remind you, this was the first time that Barca scored against Bayern in 5 years. Then, 1 minute to half-time, the Brazilian came in with another banger to extend Barcelona's lead. Received the ball from the left wing, confidently ran straight at Guerreiro, after getting into the box, sent a precise curler into Bayern's net. The fans went crazy. Raphinha was saving them from a 10-year spell. And just when we thought that was all, Barca already had a comfortable lead. All they had to do was defend till the final whistle. Raphinha scored the craziest goal of the night. Nah, you just have to watch this one. Everything about that goal was pure magic. From that mid-air control with his chest, to how he intelligently protected the ball from Upamecano and Kim Min-jae, and how he brilliantly finished to complete his hat-trick. Raphinha was on fire. I can't help but think the only reason he didn't go on to score 4 or 5 was because Hansi Flick substituted him out with about 15 minutes left to play. And the next time we saw him was on the UCL stage. Barca were away against Red Star, but location didn't matter to this genius. He still scored a goal and gave an assist. Raphinha is looking like this new Mr. Champions League. And it isn't just about the fact that he consistently scores in the tournament, but how crucial his goals are to his team's survival. Take Barca's first knockout of the season, for example. In the UCL round of 16, Barca travelled to Portugal to play one of the country's best, Benfica. Barca were able to leave with a 1-0 win, and guess who scored for the Spanish side? Raphinha. This was the confidence booster Barca needed going into the second leg. And 6 days later, it was Barca's turn to host Benfica. We all knew Barca were not going to let Benfica embarrass them in the Camp Nou. But guess who stepped up to shut Benfica up? Raphinha again. The happiness from that one-time jab from Raphinha to put Barca in front was cut short when Benfica scored an equaliser to keep their hopes alive. Yamal added another goal to increase Barca's lead, but just to completely finish the game off in the first half, Raphinha added his second goal of the night. Raphinha has not just been Barca's most important player in the Champions League this season, but as far as European teams are concerned, no player has been more lethal than the Brazilian in the competition. He is currently the highest goal scorer in the Champions League with 11 goals. Dembele, on the other hand, has been really good in the UCL also. His brilliant performance against Manchester City needs to be talked about, coming on for the French side and scoring a brilliant tap-in. Then there's his masterclass against Liverpool. Scored a goal, played 4 shots, completed 4 dribbles and had 10 touches in the opponent's box. Dembele has also been lethal for his team. But we can agree, as far as the Champions League performances are concerned, Raphinha is clear by a margin. And it isn't about goals, but hold on, just a friendly reminder to smash them like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on our awesome videos. Back to it. Although Raphinha's 11 goals completely dwarf Dembele's 7, Raphinha's UCL supremacy isn't just about goals, but assists also. At 7 assists, the only player with more UCL assists this season is Bayern's maestro, Joshua Kimmich. Dembele, on the other hand, has recorded just 1 UCL assist this season. Remember that Barca game against Atlanta? The game ended 2-2, and just so you know, this was Barca's only draw in the tournament so far, and they were able to save themselves a draw because of Raphinha. He assisted in both Barca goals that night. It's pretty obvious to everyone, especially people that follow Barca, that Raphinha is Barca's most important player. This season, at least. He isn't just delivering magic moments for the team on the European stage, but also in the domestic competitions. Yeah, as I said earlier, Dembele has also been key for PSG all season, even in the domestic games. But what sets these wingers apart is the kind of games they're involved in. Just recently, Barca clashed with one of their biggest rivals and one of the best teams in the world, Atletico Madrid, in the Copa del Rey. And once again, Raphinha showed why he is Barca's most important player. The game ended as a tie 4-4 at the Camp Nou, and guess who assisted 2 of Barcelona's goals? And the next time these Spanish giants clashed, it was the Metropolitano, and this time Barca got the win. A really dramatic game, I must say. Barca came from being 2 goals down to win the game 4-2. Once again, Raphinha provided an assist to help his team win. Raphinha has managed to stay consistent all through this season, clutching up for his team when they need with either goals or assists, and sometimes he does both. Flick even took out time to praise the Brazilian for this. Now you know how important he is to Barca. They don't just count on goals, but assists also. Just like when Barca went head-to-head with Real Madrid for the first time this season. All through last season, Barca couldn't even manage a draw. They lost every time. Coming into this game, it looked like it would be another Real Madrid nightmare. And now that Kylian Mbappe was part of Los Blancos, the odds were really stacked against the Catalan side. Absolutely no one expected what happened next. Barcelona players flipped the switch. 4-0. They thrashed Real Madrid. And of course, Raphinha was among the players that landed the blows. He first assisted Yamal for the 3rd goal of the night, and a few minutes later, he added his own goal. 1 goal and 1 assist against the number 1 team in the world. And that goal, there was nothing Real Madrid defenders or Lunin could have done to stop him. Raphinha was just faster than everyone. And he wasn't done with Real Madrid yet. The next time he clashed with Madrid, he did more damage than the first. This time, it was the final. Just 2 minutes after Lewandowski converted a penalty to extend Barca's lead, Raphinha scored a header to give Barca more breathing space. And that header is probably the best I've seen all season. The jump, the timing, the power, and the execution. And it got better. He came through an assist to complete Barcelona's 4th goal of the game. Now he was locked in, beating his high score of 1 goal in an El Clasico game. So just 3 minutes into the second half, he scored another beauty. Once again using speed to his advantage to get past Madrid defenders. And even while being surrounded by 3 white shirts, he remained calm and scored Barca's 5th goal of the night. Now you're getting why I'm putting Raphinha over Dembele. It isn't about the number of goals they've scored, because going by that, Dembele is a few goals clear of Raphinha. But this is football. We know it's more than that. How consistent you are, how important you are to your team, and how you perform in the big moments, and against the best teams. No doubt Dembele has also had some really key moments this season. He's scored against big League One sides: Lille, Marseille, Monaco, Lyon. None of them have escaped goals from Dembele this season. But there's Raphinha, who has teams like Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid to deal with in Spain. Any football fan knows Raphinha is dealing with bigger demons, and the fact that he consistently pulls his team through every time they come face to face with these Spanish giants shows the kind of quality Raphinha brings. Raphinha plays like he's on steroids. The way he runs, presses the opposition, stays 100% goal orientated. It's just mind-blowing. Listen to what Hansi Flick had to say about the player.
Absolutely, and I have a fantastic team, and also the players are unbelievable. But at the end, like Raphinha, I never had a player like this, because he's unbelievable. The dynamic against the ball, but also with the ball, his speed is really fantastic. And yeah, but at the end, is this kind of player. I think every team needs it, and we have it, and we're really happy.
And this is something that makes Raphinha different from Dembele. Yes, both wingers are absolute speed demons. Dembele, for years, has been among the fastest players in the world. Raphinha, although he may not be as fast as Dembele, is also one of the quickest players around right now. But while Dembele is more dribble and skill moves orientated, Raphinha is now about the end product. He'd rather run to catch up to a long pass that puts him through on goal than try to use skill moves on defenders like Dembele does. And then there's pressing. This right here is another thing Raphinha is known for. There's no attacker in Europe right now that presses as well as Raphinha. You heard it from the man himself. Raphinha's pressing makes him a much more dynamic attacker that offers more to the team, and that is something we don't see in Dembele's game. Let me end this video with this. Right now, Raphinha is one of very few players in Ballon d'Or talks. All eyes are on him, it's pretty obvious. If he continues clutching up his team like this, he'll be ending the year with a Ballon d'Or. Dembele has also been phenomenal, but he isn't getting as much Ballon d'Or hype as Raphinha. That should tell you something about who has been a better baller this season. That's all for this video. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see ya in the next one.